Hello friends, so now this piece is here, and this thing with the angle was a good idea, you know. It's like kept it there. So I will remember this another time, and I'll have to do it with a 45 degree. So here it is. Well, it's not planned this, but this is the idea with mock-up, you know. You found out things you never thought was possible. So I didn't try to do the bottom side. So I turn the boat upside down. Then I can do a better job. Doing it now would be, I don't even know if I could do it. Well, not a good job anyway, you know. So that's the handy thing with a little boat, and with all these chain hoists I have everywhere, you know. Plenty of them, good investment. Luga's first sail was in light wind with friends. Girlfriends and nearby boat owners had come along for the big event. To everyone's surprise, she made good speed in the very light wind. She was well balanced and came about easily. Towards the evening, we spotted a renowned offshore cruiser. To our satisfaction, we drove ahead of her. Our first trial lasted a Saturday afternoon. The next one was over a weekend with strong winds. Satisfied with her performance, we obtained a few small-scale charts, taking us as far as England, where we knew we could get cheaper charts. Finally, Alan sold his beloved car for $500. We were ready. At noon on the 8th of August 1965, we left Göteborg, heading for Kiel, Germany. The wind was fresh from the west, and we could just lay our course. We made good speed. After a few hours, the wind speed rose and veered, letting us ease our seats and pull up the daggerboard. Our already quick speed became even faster. In the evening, the wind increased to gale force, and we downed the mainsail, continuing under staysail and jib. The boat behaved very well. In fact, she smoked along as if she was on rails. We passed Anholt and the Big Belt. By early morning, most of the gale had blown itself out. Still, we had a good wind for most of the day, but it was dying. At 6 in the afternoon, there was hardly a ripple on the surface, but then we had reached Holtenau in Kiel. We had sailed 250 miles in 30 hours at an average speed of 8 knots. The summer before, I had spent 6 weeks in 14-foot Anna, covering the same distance. Yes, a big boat was certainly faster. There was not much left of the gale when we arrived in Kiel. Just like the year before, I found a Swedish yacht from Stockholm with a diesel engine. She was the Columbella, and like us, she was on her way across the Atlantic. She gave us a tour through the canal. In Brunsbüttel, we had a good weather report and started down the Elbe with everything in our favor: tide, current and wind. Soon we were past Cuxhaven and the light ships Elbe 1, 2 and 3. But then we had rain and the wind turned against us and rose. We had to start tacking. A few days later we sighted England off Great Yarmouth. Now the wind was light again and the tide against us, so we were losing ground. The water was not very deep, so we threw in one of our homemade anchors in the water. It dug in immediately, and the boat started making waves through the water, as if being towed by a giant fish. Next morning, we were up early, half an hour before the tide turned. It was now dense fog. Bound for Cowes on the Isle of Wight, we navigated with the help of compass and log past the Thames estuary, past Dover and down the channel. During 4 days we saw nothing. We had to do our best to find our position with the help of diaphone, siren, reed, gun, explosive, bell, gong and whistle. Not an easy task for two Swedish navigators new to tidal sailing, as beside sandbanks and currents, we were in the world's most busy waters. When we finally arrived, exhausted in Cowes, we were relieved. It had not been safe, especially without the engine. We were welcomed by the people in the Folly Inn and the harbour master, who had found us a free morning. He had sold Anna, which gave us a bit of money. There were still many things to do on the boat, but now and then I took the dinghy down the river to Sotis boatyard to learn a bit more about cold molded boat construction. We were in a hurry to get to warmer latitudes before winter set in. So in October we said goodbye and started tacking down channel. It was a bleak, drizzly day with strong contrary winds. During the night the wind increased to gale force. At dawn we were out in Atlantic and could to our amazement see waves big as houses, which had built up during the night. To us, new to offshore sailing, it was very impressive. And to our relief, our stout boat handled the waves with ease, so we felt quite safe. We followed the recommendation in Ocean Passages for the World and continued west well past Ushant before turning south towards Madeira, our first destination. We had another gale before the Bay of Biscay was done with us, but as before, our ship behaved very well. To be continued.